Amazing Spider-Man movies were. Y'all didn't give a shit about that movie years ago.
They weren't good. I mean,
They weren't good. They're
Andrew
not good.
Garfield did a decent job. The fact that those movies weren't particularly good is not his fault.
Well, yeah, but like everybody's like, "Oh, these movies are so fantastic," and then they're just saying,
They're not.
like, "Y'all didn't give a shit about it until last month." Don't fucking lie.
They catch me with that bullshit. Fucking.
This is the first time this thing is played with the audio in sync.
All.
Can't you just skip this?
Yeah, but I'm just in awe because it's the first time this has been in sync with the audio. Anyway, so last time we left off, we had just finished off in Haiti.
Travel plans to China have all been worked out.
Let me change the audio here. I'm getting a little bit echo from one of you guys. I'm not sure who. Not a huge echo, but
I think it's Dylan.
might be Dylan.
Is it me?
It might be. It's not super loud.
Because your thing is the one that's constantly making audio.
Anyway.
Travel plans to China have all. The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on
We're in my favorite mission.
Panda Kid.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it still
Born
echoing?
penniless,
No, I don't hear
he
anything.
was fascinated by the fireworks rich noblemen
Awesome.
set off every New Year's. He spent a decade learning the art. But when he tried to offer his fireworks to the noblemen, they couldn't see past his shabby clothes and chased him away. Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge on those who shunned him by using the very tools of his art for crime. The Fiendish Five recruited him as their demolitions expert, and from then on, his explosive touch became feared worldwide. He's rumored to be perfecting some new firework technique high in the unstable Kunlun Mountains of western China.
Kunlun. I guess anytime you want some mysterious kung fu shenanigans, you just say it's in Kunlun.
Or you just say.
Since when did
that it's-
anybody care about effort?
I mean, the Kunlun Mountains are a real mountain range in China. It's just they
I
always
mean,
say Kunlun.
it's more effort than Capcom fucking puts in for their locations. Resident Evil 4. It's rural Europe. Say Spain. Everyone here speaking Spanish.
Joke's on you. It was Italian.
Lol.
Kidding. Oh, I was expecting an entirely different move there. That is my fault.
See, the fucked up bit about Resident Evil 4 is that not only do they not call it Spain, one of the characters in the game is actually from Madrid,
He's from.
but they never say that it's actually in Spain.
You sure he's not from Barcelona?
He says specifically Madrid, so
Barcelona, got it. I'm being a shit.
I know.
Are you sure you mean Barcelona and not Barcelona?
Apparently, there's a whole thing about how the locals actually pronounce it Barcelona instead of Barcelona. Motherfucker!
Why is there a C?
It's apparently just a regional accent over in, because Barcelona's in a, I want to say a region that's been particularly trying to get independence from the rest of Spain. I want to say Catalonia, something like that. I don't know a lot about it, but like it's a whole huge political thing.
Would you look at that? A fireworks
Perfect. That means I don't
show.
care.
Oh my gosh, that's awful! That poor village just got buried in freezing snow! The rocket came from that giant statue, and you can bet the Panda King lit the fuse. I've got to find my way up there and fast before that lunatic squashes another town.
Can I? Whatever. Mother, I can't do shit. I am not doing well today. Come on! It's not this hard!
Are you sure it's not this hard? Because it seems like it's that hard.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You doing okay?
I don't know anymore. I'm having a rough day. I was having issues before I came on. Now it's bleeding into my performance.
For a second there, I thought you were meant something that was actually bleeding, and I was about to be concerned.
Yeah, I
like,
was getting
Alex.
a mic concerned.
Like,
Like, I'm not physically
Alex-
bleeding. I'm just saying,
about
like,
to say, Alex, if you are bleeding, why the fuck are you here? But no, just a metaphor.
that's right, I have invisibility. Yeah, that was a thing I picked up from Miss Ruby's. Oh, no. I want you to know invisibility never shows up again in the series.
Ever.
So why does you guys wonder why Panda King has a bunch of monkeys or apes working for him?
No, I don't have a fucking clue.
I'm assuming that they were trying to go for animals that are typically in China.
I mean, I know China has some animals, but I saw a baboon earlier, and that was weird. And again, I don't know if China has baboons or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't.
they have mandrills.
I'm not a reliable source of information for this. Not
Yeah,
learned on
Chinese wildlife.
the- Yeah.
China has mandrills. They are bastards. Like
Tear
they
your-
will just go
they will
into
tear your face
businesses
off.
and fucking steal shit and look at you like what will you do and walk away.
Okay,
Oh,
but
you're
that's
not- there was
that's
a safe back there.
yes, but I don't have the things for it yet.
The code.
Yeah.
You can't get through the security gate
Wait.
without one of the Panda King's treasure keys.
Why is the camera in this
There's one
direction?
over there, but it's heavily guarded.
One key coming up.
I just want Bentley one day to be like, Sly, why don't you use that invisibility stuff that you had like a year ago? That
What
would
are you
make
talking
these
about?
cases super easy. Like, Bentley, I think you've been hitting the juice a little too hard, buddy. He pushed you.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he sure didn't. 6 more clues to get. 1, 2.
Isn't that the best in any collectathon?
The last fucking one.
When you're 99%.
That's gonna be what I'm gonna be like once I get to less than 10 silver keys left to find in Fable 3. I'm gonna be like, where the fuck are these pieces of shit?
Like, oh, there's one. There's another one. Oh, here's one more too. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? That Pro CD video goes, go outside and stare at the. There it is. Stare at the sky until a taxi appears. What the fuck? He goes outside, looks into the sky, taxi appears, and then he gets the thing. He's like, what the fuck? And somebody says, people think this is a joke, but that's actually in the game.
I got a real headache figuring this one out. Input 578.
If I'm right, this should be the ability to walk while invisible.
This just gets better and better. I'd always heard that one of your southern ancestors, Huckleberry Cooper, developed a technique to move while staying invisible.
Yep.
Hold down the circle button to turn invisible, then move around with the
Huckleberry
left analog
Cooper.
stick.
Lol.
Sly has managed to have ancestors on every continent, in every place, ever.
Especially places where raccoons are not from. Like Egypt.
Now Ryoichi Cooper, they eventually got retconned into a Tanuki.
Which
Which I'm fine
raises
with.
many a question.
Yes, considering that Tanukis only superficially resemble raccoons. They are not actually related. Inside the stronghold.
Dylan, I want you to look at what I sent in the group Discord. These are the same character.
1 second.
The top one is what they look like in League right now. The bottom picture is what they're being updated to.
I'll say it's a much needed update.
Okay, who the fuck is the first one?
It's the same character.
Same character.
No. Who? I need a name.
Oh dear, you would not know him.
I think
Okay.
I figured out a way to get to the top of that giant
But that's
statue,
the level of
but
upgrade? Oh, wow.
unfortunately it's
Oh, man,
obstructed
that's
by this
old.
reinforced
Oh, that's
ceiling
bad.
edge.
No problem.
Dylan, he has not been touched
Seems to
in
have
10
plenty of
years.
firepower around here.
That's
Just have
bad.
to find a few more treasure keys to get at it.
Okay, let's.
The main reason that they haven't updated him is because he has one of the few ultimate skins in the game. And those cost damn near $50.
Holy shit.
But it's like one of the best skins in the game, and it actually gives him a model.
Ah, goodness. Okay. Alright, here we go. I know what this is.
Murray's all fired up to make the run for the key, while on the
Have fun
blasting
eating shit.
station,
Back
use
to
the
these
left
voice
analog
controls.
stick to aim,
Hi
and the
there,
square
Foxenth.
button to
It's great to
fire.
have
Right
you.
on. I'll keep him covered.
Oh, hello, friend.
Oh look, it's one of Alex's favorite sections in the game.
Going in, Sly.
Monkeys with nunchucks.
No!
Fuck! You're fine. Get up. He's got. He has the lucky charm. He should have been fine.
I don't think the Lucky Charm protects against a headshot, hun.
Wasn't a headshot.
I don't
There
think the
was.
Lucky Charm
was a
protects
flesh
from the
wound.
emotional damage of betrayal.
It's just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
Nice shot!
Look, the Nova Shield will protect you from a lot in Halo, but it will not protect you from getting run over by a friend. Nor will it
Yeah, it
protect
will
you from
not
Sport
protect you from
Laser.
getting. It will not protect you from getting pasted.
I mean, I think it could.
Maybe they just didn't believe hard enough.
Like, I love this game, but there are certain things that I'm glad they didn't do again. I gotta tell you, like, Murray got one hell of an upgrade in Sly 2, and
Murray
I'm thankful
became
for
a
it.
lot more badass in the following games.
Murray is the fucking champ of the MVP of the next couple of games, if you ask me.
Well,
Like in this game, he's a bitch. In the next game, he's a badass.
Yeah. Dylan, we're not saying this ironically. He legitimately becomes fantastic.
Good shooting.
all right then.
I'm trying to figure out what the fucking perspective of this zone is because this looks so fucked up to watch.
Yeah.
Like,
No, this
how is
game's
anyone walking?
Yeah, this was back during that early era, back when mascot collectathons were still a big thing. They significantly changed it up though with the second game, and that's where you start to see them start their whole dabbling into storytelling. Like somewhere along the way, somebody said, "I want to tell a really good story, and I'm gonna do it in this cartoon thief world." And you know what? It worked.
Well,
Mascot collectathon should never have. Yeah, I'm actually sad to see that genre mostly died out because, like, even though like other genres did come along, I do think that mascot collectathon is a thing that should still be around, and there should still be plenty of games that go for it because they're legitimately they're just fun, and I think there need to be more games like this.
Would you count Ratchet and Clank as mascot collectathon?
Definitely a mascot platformer thing, and I definitely love to see more of that, but it's like that's kind of one of the last ones standing, and it's more of a mascot shooter. It's still a mascot game.
Just have the
but it's kind
image
of like...
now of that scene with Sam Fisher from the Tom Clancy game, but it's Ratchet and Clank. It's only me.
Yeah, kinda.
Looks like a good place to
And
try out
Clank
your
just
new
get over it.
invisibility move.
Ratchet.
Hold down the circle button to drop out of sight.
well,
While invisible, nothing can see you. Not lasers, not searchlights, not guards. Oh, and if the guards already see you, then the invisibility trick won't work on them.
Okay, let's try this because I don't.
How does that make sense? If I turn invisible in front of somebody, I guarantee you they're not gonna know where I am.
Probably just for balance reasons.
yeah, probably balance reasons.
Yeah, so like the invisibility walk is painfully slow. Gotta have balance. Psychonauts 2 is a bit of a collectathon, not Superman. Yeah, it's a collectathon platformer, and I am honestly so glad that it's a thing that exists and came out because, again, like that's just a game or genre that I think should definitely stick around. Should have stuck around, and I am sad that it's not as
And
prominent
honestly,
anymore.
Honestly, Mario is kind of his own genre. He can be in pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Like, for a while, it seemed that Mario and Nintendo were single-handedly keeping that genre alive. And I'm glad they did, because eventually other people decided, hey, maybe we should try this again. Like, because people would say, like, well, nobody plays that anymore. Like, oh, no, Mario still makes a shitload of money every year. I agree, have so many infinite FPS. We could keep having collectathons. Yeah, like, I really like first-person shooters. I play a shitload of first-person shooters. Oh, thank you for the follow, Frogson. Like, yeah, I play a lot of first-person shooters, and I really love it. Oh, I thought that I had more time. I thought that its time was up. But, I really like first-person shooters and all that. But at the end of the day, I'm a person who grew up playing a lot of video games and enjoying a lot of different genres. From,
You enjoy video games?
from shooters to platformers. My very first video game was a mascot platformer, Sonic the Hedgehog. That's more of a speed platformer, but platform collectathons have also been big in my influence in growing up. So, like, basically, in my opinion, for every single Call of Duty game, there should be another mascot platformer. That's just me, though.
That's a lot of
That's a
mascot
tough sell
platformers.
there, hun.
There's
No,
a lot
and
of
I'm not
mascot
saying that
platformers.
it needs to be from the same company and it needs to be successive, but I think that the whole way that it seems that Call of Duty is just ubiquitous with modern first-person shooters, I think that, you know, mascot platformers should also be quite
All right,
prominent.
Dylan, I sent the $50 skin of that character in the group chat as well. That's what he looks like currently without the update.
All right, let's see here.
Oh, cool.
Like, he actually has a model now.
He does.
It costs $50,
Wow.
but he doesn't look like a GameCube fucking sprite.
Nah, GameCube was able to have more detailed models than that. Looks like a PS2
Fine,
sprite.
Nintendo 64.
Okay, let's
If I'm
keep
being
moving.
generous, maybe Sega Saturn.
Oh my god. Hang on. That was a mistake. I was trying to get around that, but I don't think that's gonna work out.
I mean, you didn't die, so
True. Alright, let's keep going up. And I'm gonna need to come back around. Oh. Every now and then there comes some stuttering, and that comes from the nature of this being a cloud gaming deal. Like, I wish I could just have this on my hard drive. I wish I didn't have to be playing on cloud gaming in order to, you know, play this. I want to just have Sly Cooper on my hard drive.
you will pay us the same for Games Pass for a shittier product.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe,
PlayStation...
maybe you'll get a David Cage game every 2 months.
Oh, please no. Here, okay, there's the last one. Got it. And here's the safe.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. It was a challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 667.
Ooh, so close. So close to the number.
Incredible! I never would have thought this was possible. Sir Augustine of Cooper's technique to briefly defy gravity.
And now I'm
From
immune
now
to
on, you should be
dying
able to
from
pop right
falling
out
off
of
the
those
thing.
bottomless pits you keep falling into.
So no more
And you
water
won't even
or
lose a lucky
falling
charm.
deaths. Unless I get hit first. Okay, alright. Let's make our way back down.
What is there fall damage preventing you from just jumping all
Now,
the way?
it's not really like fall damage. It's more of a thing of if you jump over a bottomless pit, you get this whole thing where you'll die, if you don't make it. And so the way you unless you have a lucky charm, this makes it so I won't have to use a lucky charm. I'm basically immune to just platforming to regular platforming hazards like bottomless pits or falling in water. As long as an enemy doesn't hit me right before then.
I think perhaps my favorite bit about it is when Sly goes into water.
Sly, this pagoda
He
is some
tries
kind
his
of
best to
huge gunpowder
go up,
production plant.
and then stops, takes his hat off, and puts it across his heart, and then just sinks like a fucking cartoon.
Lol.
All right, for instance. See, it just kicked me back up instead of like, if I didn't have that ability, it would have like
You'd
played the
just
animation.
died.
I would have lost I would have lost my lucky charm since I have it. But yeah,
Magic.
Yeah, magic bullshit.
Also, a little thing that I adore about Sly, another name for his cane is a crook.
I love it.
Just like he is.
Despite its temple-like facade, this place is really some sort of training ground. Stay on your toes.
I remember
Did I ever-
someone saying that if Carmelita Fox didn't awaken any kind of hidden furry thing for people, the lady that's introduced in Slide 2 definitely did.
Neela.
Yeah. You were saying, honey?
I don't know. I was just thinking about the fact that this is supposed to be a temple and everything, and it reminded me that there's a Buddhist worship temple in, like, not far from where I live. And yes, it is up on a mountain on a dirt road. I don't know if that's a requirement or anything, but yeah.
What do you want there to be a Buddhist temple like right outside the gap?
I don't know if it has to be right outside the gap, but I mean, like I had to go up I was during my Chinese language and culture class in college. We had to go visit that particular Buddhist temple, you know, meet the nuns. I should say Mandarin language and culture, not just if I say Chinese, it's just, you know, whatever.
Which?
Like which Chinese motherfucker? There's 800.
There's so many different ethnicities in China. Like, there's a lot.
Each of them with their own dialect.
It's not even their own dialect. It's literally their own languages that
Oh, no,
get
yeah, that's
called,
right.
that get reduced to being called dialects, but they're a lot more. But they are full-blown languages.
Do they at least all use the same alphabet?
No.
They all use kanji. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so they have a common ground.
They didn't when things started out.
Well, yeah, no. I wonder if we'll eventually get to the point where we just completely standardize language.
I
If
doubt
we
it.
will ever reach. Yeah, I mean, I doubt it too.
The
Language
happens,
is
it'll be millions of
important
years
to
in the future.
culture, and in order for there to be diversity and multiple people, there would have to be more than one. Language,
nature-
at the very least.
The nature
Yeah.
of lingua franca almost always requires empire in it, and requiring empire requires violence. I mean,
Well, I mean,
there
we're
have
never
been
gonna not have violence.
there have been different linguists who have attempted to make to create basically basically an agnostic language, one that would be universal, that doesn't necessarily belong to any particular ethnicity or country, just for the sake of being a lingua franca with no actual like cultural origin, so that nobody's language is stamped out, but also that people have a common way of communicating. There's varying levels. Like, it was, and they've always sort of been ignored by the international community. Though apparently, like one such man's thing got picked up and was really good for working with some nonverbal, like autistic students.
Interesting.
I mean, like, yeah, some good came out of it.
So back to Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to this where we have the nunchuck monkeys on pillars.
Yeah, they're training.
That's a sentence right there.
Yankees.
Nunchuck monkeys on pillars.
Yankees.
Alex. Pop.
What is the logic behind those?
None.
It's cartoon. Cartoon worlds get to do things that don't actually make sense.
Well, come on. No, if I think about that from a physics standpoint, they all are angled slightly up. Theoretically, it's legit. They could actually do that. I mean, 3 is like you could do it with 2. It'd be horrendously unsteady.
I am curious just on how. I mean,
Well,
I'm
it's
sure
because
that it
they're
would
angled
like
outwards.
it'd probably achieve some kind of flight.
Look, if we want to really start questioning this shit, why is Sly so tall when he's supposed to be a raccoon? He's almost the size of fucking Murray,
He's like
who's a hippo.
cartoon world.
Okay, look,
Honestly,
see, I can't explain that things, but I can explain the fucking free rocket lift platforms.
Honestly, if you stuck 3 rockets, like 3 firework rockets, to a spinning wheel, I'm sure it'd achieve flight. It also would. No, actually, it would, because I've seen those.
It would achieve. It would achieve
They would fly. It'd immediately fly
Yes.
off in a random direction and detonate spectacularly.
Well, so the idea behind those 3 rocket lift platforms is that because they're all facing outwards, they're all giving the same amount of thrust, which means they're all canceling out each other's directional movement, so they only have the slight angled lift. So it would lift it, well, theoretically canceling all other movement. Now, whether that
Wait,
would work in practicality is another question entirely.
Billy just said, "Good thing I'm well versed in chaos theory."
You know, chaos theory, the thing that involves multiple universes.
Okay. I think they're just spouting shit.
Yeah,
Then again, that's like 80.
nerd stuff.
No, that's more than 80% of this game. What am I talking about?
I do love it though.
You've just been saying a bunch of random shit about nothing for like the last half hour.
We have.
That's fine. You know, if you had actual rockets filled with gunpowder of that size, it would probably only take 2 to blow up that roof.
Yeah, but you know, we want to make sure that it goes, so we need at least 3.
What about that other 1%?
Well, in that case, Sly, you will be blown to bits. But the experience will no doubt be spectacular. Now, to unlock these rockets, you're going to need all 7 of the Panda King's treasure keys.
Right on. I'll steal them in no time.
Okay. How did I miss? Desperate race. Alright. I was gonna say the last Murray level, but not entirely. There's another Murray level.
Murray, what are you doing down there?
But it
Well,
operates
I'm minding
completely
my
differently.
post when I notice a snow cone stand, and I think to myself, hey Murray, you gotta keep your energy up. So I hurry over here, and then all of a sudden, monkeys are everywhere, bugging me to race them 3 times around this track for a key.
We could use the key. Think you could take him?
Come on, Sly, they're a pack of monkeys. How can I lose?
That's
Remember,
racist.
steer with the left stick and press square to use any nitro boosts you collect. Keep clear of those icy patches.
Thanks for the advice, Sly, but trust me, I got this under control.
Murray over here like, they're monkeys. How can I lose?
Honestly surprised that at no point during this entire section does anyone make a joke saying, well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Like, the amount of restraint.
That noise.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Alex was stuck on this section for like an hour.
I was not.
Hey Dylan,
Hmm.
can you guess what gameplay sections were never added to another Sly Cooper game ever again?
This bullshit,
Yes. For good reason.
because it looks like it handles like ass.
It's not great.
Like, are we talking Warthog, like Halo 1 level Warthog?
No,
Oh,
that's,
no,
that's
no.
not comparable, Dylan. Nothing is like the Warthog.
The Warthog is its own fucking beast.
Okay, now which was worse? Like, ROM ME1 Mako
Nah, it's not
or
that like that.
Warthog?
Nice driving, Murray. Now,
Oh.
go get that key.
See, the Warthog wants to roll around like a pig in the
The
mud.
Warthog, like
The
Warthog
Mako
knows what
wants
the
to
ground
take
is.
to the skies and
And
break
climb.
the gravity. Like, it wants to get to escape velocity and, you know, just
Enter
sail
orbit.
through the stars.
They both break, but they break differently.
hmm
Yes, which is why I'm wondering if which one of them broke their own way worse. I want to think it's the Mako.
I'll say the Mako only because they never did the Mako again.
Which is a disappointment because they replaced it with a piece of trash.
The hammerhead.
That god awful shit.
Eventually,
I fucking hated that thing.
eventually they made a car in Andromeda that actually controls well.
This vehicle is
Yeah, because they got the Need for
I don't
Speed
believe
team
you.
to drive it, to design the car set that thing. Like
I
EA
believe it.
hired got the Need for Speed team to to handle that driving shit, and so you have the first vehicle in the Mass Effect series that handles, you know, well.
Like a car.
Oh god, no, and then there was the gear sections with driving. Ah!
Wait, what?
In Gears of War, there were multiple vehicle sections. They all suck, but not because the car is uncontrollable. It's just that the sections are not fun.
I don't remember these at all, and I've played
Probably
through Gears
because-
multiple times.
Probably because you shunted them from your memory because of how garbage they were. Sections were awful.
Wait a minute. Oh wait, was that the mission like by the gas station?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh!
The most memorable one I can remember is the one with the krill, where you had to choose between light or moving.
Now, the reason why it was initially designed like that is if you were playing single player, you had to switch over to the turret yourself. But in co-op, somebody else controlled the turret. But then it's like, well, now it's just not. Well, now it just doesn't let one of you do your thing if the other's doing their thing. It just made it not fun.
I mean, it wasn't fun anyway.
Well, it made it several magnitudes less fun than it already was.
Having fun there.
Yeah.
Tested for ADHD.
I mean, I have, and I know I have it.
I've never been tested for ADHD.
You remind
But
me
I'm-
a lot of my sister.
Let me tell you something. I got in trouble one time, like a lot of trouble, because my teacher, when I was in elementary school, my teacher said it would be different if they were loud and disruptive or distracted by something, and that's what caused them to not do any work. But no, they literally just sat there and stared off into space and did nothing. Because I used to get into trouble for
Alex,
being disrupted and being
I've
visibly
had
distracted
many
by
a
something.
conversation where you just do nothing. So
They said I used to get into a lot of trouble for actually, having something to distract me or talking to somebody. So then I would need to escape into my own. Whoa, I'm getting echo now.
that's probably me
I'm
'cause
also
I was
getting
standing
echo.
up. That's probably
I'm
me.
also.
Okay, who am I getting echo from?
Is there a lot of echo?
Okay, it's from Raven. I just checked.
What did I do?
I'm getting echo from you.
You echoed.
Still echoing?
Is
No,
it?
no, we're good. Okay,
No.
I don't know what I did. All I did was grab a candy bar.
that is weird. Oh, hey, look.
I do like
Looking at
how
Freeze, my
it's
heart
not
warmed
like
very
a
excitedly.
straight
Shut up, Ringtail.
lift.
I don't know what you're doing here in China,
Mhm.
but I'm sure it can't be good for whoever owns this place.
You must only have eyes for me if you're too blind to see what's going on around here.
All I see is a pathetic thief who's escaped justice for far too long.
I'm proud to be a thief, especially when I'm stealing from a vicious extortionist like the Panda King. Open your eyes, detective. These quaint temples are a front for an illegal explosives factory.
Don't try to confuse the issue. You criminals are all the same, and none of you can escape justice.
You criminals are all the same.
So, a question that I don't believe they ever answer. What exactly is Carmelita's jurisdiction?
She's Interpol.
Is she?
Yes. Explicitly, she isn't. She is explicitly Interpol.
Okay.
If you pay attention when you go to Rob Police Headquarters, it even says Interpol on there. It doesn't just say like French police. It says Interpol. Ah, I'm stuck. Though Interpol, I believe, mainly operates in Europe.
They technically can work anywhere, though.
Like I'm pretty sure the U.S. doesn't really let Interpol do a whole lot here. Because the U.S. likes
I
to
mean, they
handle
still
everything on its
technically
own.
can if the situation
If the U.S. says
is
yeah,
serious.
sure. But it's a thing of like the U.S. is picky and stingy about a lot of things and doesn't like to play nice.
God damn! Like I keep forgetting that Carmelita's fucking model is huge in this game.
Yes. She's like
It
twice the
either
size
implies that
Okay, they're making a lot of noise.
Carmelita is like Lady Dimitrescu sized, and Sly is a very brave man. Or
He's not necessarily
he
a
is
brave man, he's just not a
incredibly
coward.
Tiny.
Oh, fuck.
Unfortunately, this vault
God damn it,
code
I've been on
appears
mute
to have
fast
been
and seconds.
written
Oh.
in
Um,
owl dialect. I won't be able to crack
So, oh
the
yeah,
code
that was
until
right.
we meet
That, my
and
whole thing with
defeat the
Interpol
bird
shit.
who
It's like,
created it.
of course we don't like working well with Interpol.
Alright.
We barely like working with our own like internal agencies.
Alright,
They
one
don't
second.
like talking to each other. Playing
I'm
nice.
going to run to the restroom, but they just told me that I can't open the vault even though I have all the clues because of a specific Russian owl dialect bullshit. This is the way of saying you can't get this because you have to beat the game before it allows you to get the last thing. Alright, I'll be right back.
Also, what is
Russian
Carmelita?
owl dialect.
Carmelita's a fox, yeah.
Carmelita?
What what animal is she?
Yes, she is. She is a fox.
Okay.
Which is weird because apparently foxes and raccoons have been known to pair off with each other, even though they're completely different animals.
Mm-hmm.
Because they mate for life, both of them. And they're both scavengers, so they should, like, you're my trash panda.
You're my trash rat companion.
And you're my weird dog that acts like a cat.
But not completely like a cat. They have some cat mannerisms.
Oblivion player speedruns game in just over 2.5 minutes.
What? What? That's an RPG, isn't it? That shit's supposed to
As
take
someone who
hours,
has
not 2
played
minutes.
Oblivion, I don't even know how they get to one of the characters that's important to the story in less than 10 minutes, let alone completing the game in 2.
What are we talking about?
Oblivion player speed run game in 2.5 minutes. I'm like, I'm sorry, fucking excuse you?
Watch your back, Cooper. When you least expect it,
One does not
I'll
simply
be there.
She's gonna have to come back up the mountain.
I remember the first time I saw that, I'm like, did Sly just kill her? And you said, no, don't worry about it. And then there was the explosion sound that happened. Like, she'd be alright.
Alright, up to the Panda King. Got it. There we go. Flame Fool.
I see you carry Kane of notorious Cooper Thief clan. Have you come here for revenge? To steal back the Thievious Racconus?
That was my plan at first, but now I'm more interested in putting an end to your avalanche extortion racket.
Why should you care if I bury a few worthless village in snow? You are a thief, just like me.
No, that's only half right. I am a thief from a long line of master thieves, while you're just a frustrated firework artist turned homicidal pyromaniac.
What's that noise?
Insolent child. You shall
Don't worry about
pay dearly for your disrespect.
Dylan eating his weed cookies.
To honor your Cooper ancestry.
Excuse you,
I will
butterscotch
send
chocolate chip
you to your
cookies.
doom
With
the
weed.
beauty of my new firework
No.
technique. Flame food.
I'd be having a much better time. Or it wouldn't quite agree with me and I'd have a vicious headache.
Fiery wheel.
This is the most straightforward boss fight in the game. There's like no fancy shit to it. You just go up and you punch the, and you slap the shit out of him.
And you just fight the Kung Fu Panda ripoff.
This
No,
came before
this
Kung Fu
isn't
Panda.
This came out years
oh, yeah.
before.
Yeah, no, I said that. I was like, wait a second. How? This probably did come out before, like well before Kung Fu Panda.
I want to say like, shoot, this was I played this at first in 2003, but I think it might have come out in like 2002,
Oh yeah,
maybe
well,
sooner.
Of thunder. Booming chop.
2004.
No,
Oh, wait, no, that was the comics.
like no, this thing came out before that.
Fiery wheel. Palms of
I remember I got this
fiery
game as a Christmas present, same year that I saw,
Your skill with that cane
the same month that I saw
is unparalleled.
The Extraordinary Gentleman and Pirates of the Caribbean for the first time.
Sly, I did a cross-analysis of the metal used in that high-tech blasting vehicle, and it turns out it can only be found in one place. The Racconus volcano in Russia. That's got to be where we'll find the 5th member of the Fiendish Five. So get
September
what you came for, and let's
23rd,
get out of here.
2002.
Yeah, sounds about right.
The Panda King section of the Thievious
When the fuck did
Racconus,
Kung Fu Panda
I
come
had a
out?
chance to learn about my
Like
technically
2007,
minded
I wanna say.
ancestor, Otto Van Cooper.
Sounds about right.
Known for his physical dexterity,
Yeah, that or
he relied on
2009.
vehicles to aid him in his criminal endeavors.
8.
8?
Armed
Okay.
with his designs, I was sure Murray would be able to make some cool modifications.
Man, I
to
can't
the
believe
T
Kung
van.
Fu Panda ripped off Sly Cooper.
And
Nah,
did it better.
see, a panda's already, you know, a very distinctly
A
Chinese
frustrated
animal.
Inspector Fox, having missed me coming down the mountain, threw the Panda King in jail,
So,
thus
see
putting
here.
an end to his
Hot
avalanche
Latin Spitfire
protection
puts Fiery
services
Panda on
and
ice.
ensuring the safety of
Panda
mountain
King
villagers
quoted, I just
throughout
want to blow
China.
stuff up.
My gang and I took a little time off and did some shopping in Hong Kong. Thoroughly relaxed, we headed home to plan our next move.
You guys remember that video? So it's like, you guys,
Okay,
you're not
partner,
attracted to animals,
this
right? That'd be
is
weird.
it.
It's like,
A
even if they
trip to
put
Clockwork's
eyebrows on them.
lair.
It showed fucking, who all
Alright.
did it show? It showed Spirit.
Dylan,
Which
We were
was
on our
really
way
funny.
to
prepare
Krakatoa
for a
volcano in
fucking
Russia.
tonal switch.
While looking over what little information I had on the final member of the Fiendish Five, I began to notice something. In the 4 parts of the Thievious Racconus recovered so far, several of the pictures depict a shadowy owl-like figure, which looks very similar to the police images of the mysterious clockwork. Is this a strange coincidence, or is there something I'm missing?
Given the metagame information I was just told, I think you may just be missing something very big, Sly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sly! The road to Clockwork's fortress is blocked. Do me a favor and shoot out that lock for me, would you, pal?
That's right. Inverted controls. I hate them.
Check out all those mines. Think you can blow them away and clear a safe path for us?
Can't stand inverted controls.
This was an era when inverted controls was the norm. I still hate it, but you know.
Well, okay, no. The only time I stand inverted controls is when I'm flying a Banshee.
Yeah.
Or when I was playing, oh fuck, I can't.
Bingo! My
What?
scanners
Blazing
indicate the
Angels?
clockwork is holed up in that owl-shaped tower.
First things first.
Ah, that's an old
We've got
game.
hostile
It's been a long time
robot
since I played the
falcons
game.
at 12
Fun time, though.
Sly.
So this act breaks the general game structure.
That's no
by each one leading into the another. It's set to a certain way.
All right.
Fuck.
So, Dylan, I don't remember. Did I tell you about that one YouTuber that explained why he plays everything inverted?
I think
I remember that. Yes, I was there for that explanation, but no, I did not pay attention.
I remember I heard he said basically the way you tilt your head, the back of your head, anyway.
Yeah, like you pull the back of your head up.
You pull your
push the
head
back of
up,
your head down.
so
Yeah.
when he uses like anything, he has it be inverted up and down.
Yeah, I mean, I use that same logic for flight controls. Like, I invert flight controls because that's how an actual
Honestly,
flight works.
games have been inverting flight controls. Oh, son of a bitch, I didn't even see that one coming.
For a long time.
For a very, very long time, so yeah. Like, flight controls have been inverted since always, and even a lot of games that don't have inverted controls otherwise almost all have inverted flight controls, so people tend to not mind that.
Well, yeah, that's just because that's how you fly.
Mm-hmm.
The stick inverts. You pull on the stick to angle upward, you push it.
No. I'm gonna die. And I don't know why I had such trouble that time around. I am running low on lives.
Well.
I will never begrudge somebody for enjoying inverted controls up and down. Like, I can understand the argument for it. I don't agree with it, but I can see why people enjoy them. I will harp on anyone who enjoys inverted left and right. That sounds fucked up.
Luckily, the left and right are not inverted on this. So hard. Hold fucking still.
Tower, it's a giant death ray. Sly, take out those rocks or we're in trouble.
Motherfucker! Fuck, okay. I'm just waiting for this game to just give me a fucking, it's gonna, if this keeps up, I'm just gonna end up getting a, lucky charm. Because after you die a number of times, the game gives you a pity lucky charm.
That sounds sad.
At this point, I'm pretty sure I need it. Because apparently I can't fucking shoot straight.
All I can see with this is the fucking scene from BBC Abridged. Like, why does he keep missing? Because he keeps on aiming where they're at instead of where they're going to be.
Come on! It went through one and hit the one behind it? Nah, my aim's just that bad. Hey, there's my pity charm. Yeah, I know I messed entirely. Also, the red. Okay. Well, I've been.
Reticle is fucked up.
I've been praising the stylization of this game. I hate the stylization of this reticle because it actively makes it worse.
What even is it supposed to be? It's a weird ass pentagon.
The thing is, like, it's actually not helpful at all. It just kind of shows you the general direction that you're aiming. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna hit it.
That's no tower. It's a giant death ray. Sly, take out those rocks or we're in trouble.
The thing is, I have to aim with my left finger, my left thumb instead of my right thumb because this is on the left stick. And the fire button is on the square. My right thumb's better at aiming because that's what I play shooters with. This is gonna suck.
I was gonna say, man, don't you wish you had one of my Pro controllers? Then I remember, oh wait, I don't think PlayStation officially has those.
Wow. No,
Ah.
PlayStation does not officially have them, though there are third-party
I know there are like
creations of them, and there's apparently a really good one, but it's not compatible with PS5 in any way, shape, or form. I'm
I
using
think it's like
PS4.
Scuff Gaming that does them.
I'm pretty sure Scuff makes one, but it's not by Scuff. It was a different company. I'm trying to remember. IGN did a video on it, so I'll have to check. It was in their list of like top 10 greatest controllers ever.
Wow. High praise.
At the top of their list was the Xbox Elite controller. Like the one that Raven's saying that they have.
That's no tower. It's a giant death
The
ray.
greatest flaw with this controller, though, it has the lifespan of like maybe a year or two. Because the controller drift is real.
Heads up! The Robo Falcons are back!
Wow.
This really shouldn't be taking this much effort from me. It's just that inverted controls plus being on left stick, it's just not good for me. If I was on right stick, I would have this.
Oh, it's inverted. Wait, you're aiming with the. Ugh.
Pickups.
Okay, where's the Falcons again? If I could just get through this next Falcon group, I'll be fine.
We're getting swarmed!
Yeah, because the fire button's on square.
The B. Oh yeah, you're on PlayStation. Okay. No. X.
So X, where X would be on Xbox.
It shows how long it's been since I picked up a PlayStation controller.
Come on.
Nice!
There we go, fuck.
Looks like we're in the clear!
I was about to say, Alex.
Hurry. That cave doesn't look tall enough.
He
to
was
get through it to make
going
it all
in
the way
a
through.
straight motion.
I know, and I can't aim with my left thumb. My right thumb is what I do all this
We've
with.
got to get through that security door on the far side of the cavern.
Yeah, left stick
The
is
only
usually
way to
movement,
unlock
not
it is
fucking
analyze
aiming.
at least 60 of those hanging
This was back in the
computers.
day when people still hadn't
Murray hadn't thrashed our new turret.
really
Yeah, won't
thoroughly
be a problem.
decided how
I can hack
that
the
was going to
computer's
work on
connection
console.
coupling so they'll fall
Wait,
to the
then when
ground.
did
I'm 90% sure that
when did Halo
the
1 come out?
Halo 1 came out
Murray,
a
2000
year
Use
prior.
our new battering ram.
And Halo,
Yeah,
the Halo was
Any
the
end
thing
tries
that
to keep you
fixed
from
it,
those
but it was
computers.
like,
Yeah.
it wasn't still white. It still hadn't been widely adopted.
There are only 119 computers up there, and these fire slugs seem intent on getting to them before us. The first one to 60 computers wins.
Why is it a competition?
Because we need at least 60. There's only, what, I don't fucking know.
One short of double of 60. 119.
159?
No.
11?
119.
19.
I'm bad at math, I don't care.
Well, I mean,
Nerds.
you know what they say about gays and math.
So, the plan here is to run over computers.
Yes. Because that'll allow Bentley to scan them somehow. It's a video game.
Better than them saying that you're collecting them as you're running them over with a fucking 2-ton truck. Also, very conspicuous vehicle right here for a gang of super thieves.
Nice driving, Murray.
That one wasn't even
Enough
close.
time to open the security doors. Just past them is the control room to Clockwork's Death Ray Tower. I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage. Don't you think, Sly? careful, Sly! Those tiles are booby-trapped! You better get out of there!
Hold on. That's Carmelita. She looks trapped.
Serves that cop right. She's been dogging us from the start.
It's just a misunderstanding. We've got to free her.
Are you crazy, Sly?
Bentley really believes in
Harper
ACAB.
stuck her there to trap you.
But if I don't do anything, Carmelita's doomed. Besides, stealing just won't be any fun without her.
Sly, your ridiculous raccoon logic sends shivers up my shell. But if you're determined to go through with this, that barrel will undoubtedly help, though I have no idea how you'll
Thanks
get
for
up
your
there.
ridiculous raccoon
Fire
logic
jump
that
here,
shivers
a
up
real
my
slide
shell.
there. I've done this a million times.
Pop. What the? Now
What?
where-
So,
I too would like to know how.
okay, so no. We're not even thinking about the same thing. I want to know how you had the light on half of your fucking thigh and all of your tail, and no alarm was raised.
But walking by a computer, oh yeah, that'll throw you right off.
This is a little sound effect.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ. There's a lot happening right now.
What is with the fucking Acme sound effects?
Right?
Whoops.
Sly Cooper! I should have known you were behind this.
You got me wrong, Miss Fox. I'm here to rescue you.
You sentimental fool. Empathy has always been the downfall of the Cooper clan.
I knew this was a trap. Looks like I'm going to have to do some fast and furious hacking to shut down that gas before Sly's brain is turned to cheese.
Oh god.
I'm coming, Sly!
To do this in a
I
while.
just remembered what you have to do.
Okay, I used the left
This
and
more or
right
less, this,
here, and the
even though you
right
only do
arrow
it once here, it's
signals
based,
by
this
hacker
hacking
code.
minigame is
Those
more or less
green
carried
dot
over
packets
to
need be
the other
destroyed
games.
If I'm gonna get at the yellow security code.
Dual stick shooter.
Looks like I triggered one of Clockwork's security algorithms. Stay sharp, Bentley. Level 3!
Boy, you're not gonna spin around like a Beyblade?
What is the point of having 5 health pips if one fucking star took away 2 of them?
When I bump into the green blocks, it takes away 1. So that's why I have to destroy as many of the green blocks as I can.
Level 4!
I have noticed that everything despawns once you finish collecting all the packets.
Fucking shit. Yeah. But it's still a lot of clutter to deal with, otherwise I can hurt myself. Like I've done multiple times at this point.
Just grab the last 3 packets. We're all freed.
I'm the best. No cone can stand before me.
Love it.
Sly, I was wrong about you. Break me out of this force field by smashing its base, and I'll make it up to you somehow. I don't get it, Cooper. I've hunted you for years, tried to throw you behind bars, but when you get a chance to leave me in a cage, you set me free. Why?
Carmelita, we may be on opposite sides of the law, but you're not my enemy. Now, the homicidal robotic owl that built this death ray and nearly gassed us to death, that guy's on my list.
I see your point. All right. Until Clockwork and his evil schemes are destroyed, I suggest we work together.
Together at last.
Yoink.
Huh, wait. I need that cane. It's been in my family for generations.
Don't worry, Ringtail. I'll cover you while you get it back. If you can, make your way to the top of the death ray. I stashed my jetpack there before Clockwork nabbed me.
Now that we're a team and all, I hate to leave your side.
Hold on. This truce is only temporary. Once we beat Clockwork, I'm coming after you.
Really?
Well, maybe I'll give you a 10-second head start.
Oh, man. Man, the sound effects are louder than anything else.
Yeah, the bubbling magma does not help.
Man, can you imagine if Carmelita had her fucking machine gun shot pistol when dealing with you?
You'd be fucking paced. No, you'd be Clifty. Very, very Clifty.
One go.
Nice job, Raccoon.
Where's Carmelita's jetpack? Right where she said it would be. The magnetronic support field for the death ray got destroyed as you were making a run for your cane. You'd better hurry. This whole thing is about to fall apart.
I'm on it.
Yo.
It's sinking fast. Climb,
What kind?
Sly, climb.
I don't have a AAA. I got double A.
I got a AAA. I'll send it through the mail.
Smash through those gears with your cane.
I have
You've got
AAA,
to
but
keep moving.
that's only for cars.
Lol. And there we go.
Okay, that jetpack is easy to fly. Use the left analog stick to aim and steer, and press the square button to fire its rockets. Sly! Behind you!
Sly Cooper, you have escaped my gas chamber and destroyed my death ray. Remarkable. You Coopers always find a way to beat me.
Always? So that was you in the background of all those old pictures in the Thievious Racconus. How old are you?
Perfection has no age.
What? You're immortal?
Revenge is the prime ingredient in the fountain of youth. I've kept myself alive for hundreds of years with a steady diet of jealousy and hate, awaiting the day when I will finally eclipse your family's thieving reputation.
Sly! My missiles don't hurt him but seem to create holes in his armor. Shoot into the gaps I create!
My skills are superior.
This is the concept of this fucking guy being like, I survived hundreds of years off of the concept of fuck your family.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I'll buy it. I survived for hundreds of years, fueled only by spite.
Nice shooting, Sly! You got him! Wow, that's one tough owl.
I don't get it. You're so familiar with my family. You must have known my father had a son. If you hated the Coopers so much, why did you let me live when you stole the Thievious Racconus?
Because I wanted to show the world that without your precious book, the Cooper line was nothing.
Ah, well, there's where you're wrong. The Thievious Racconus doesn't create great thieves. It takes great thieves to create the Thievious Racconus.
Enough, Sly Cooper. It ends here. I will finish you like I finished your father. And the Cooper line will be erased, and the only master thief will be Clockwork. My intellect is refined. My experience is greater.
Man, the perspective on those is fucked.
Yeah.
You're the weakest Cooper I've yet encountered. You can't dodge me forever.
Almost done here. Whew. Coming out quicker. Okay, he's down.
Now's your only chance, Sly! You've got to get to his head and destroy it before his auto...
I am. Blue 7. Flowers. Never. Lava 2. Feet together. I will live. Immortal. Indirect energy. Cooper! You will never be rid of me. Clockwork.
I beat him on the first try.
But I managed to snatch that last piece of the Thievious
Hey.
Racconus from Clockwork's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five. Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, yet they stuck with me through it all. Murray, boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. And thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwork's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
He just gotta stand there like a smug little shit.
1.
Like, wait, what?
I felt bad leaving her stranded on that giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again.
Jokes on Sly. She was chained to that thing when it then fell into the hot magma. Committed murder.
She's like, oh shit. He really grew up here. Wait a second, what the fuck?
Kevin Miller as Sly, Matt Olson as Bentley, Chris Murphy as Murray, Roxana Ortega as Carmelita Fox, and Prisciliana Esporellini as Miss Ruby. So yeah, that was fun. Anyways. So I apparently can't skip these credits.
Oh, well.
So, anybody got thoughts?
I have you. Is that out?
Cognitive thoughts. Dylan, how about you?
Neat.
Neat.
I can't take it seriously when the whole objective is to recover this great master thief book called Thievious Racconus.
Yep.
It's not supposed to be taken seriously, Dylan.
Look at in this hamhead.
Oh my god.
Fucking glowing red eye.
hate to tell you this, Sly,
I'm still
but
alive,
the
even though I'm
Thievious
submerged
Racconus
in
isn't
fucking
fully
lava.
restored. You're gonna have to go back and unlock all the vaults to find the pages you're missing. There is some
singular
good news,
vault.
though. A friend of mine in Japan just sent me this really cool movie. And guess what? It's all about us.
A redux of the first cutscene, but done in anime.
ま、カルマリータちゃんには悪いけど、今回も俺様たちの勝ちだ。このデータファイルがあれば、父ちゃんの敵が撃てる。あれはまだ俺が子供の頃だ。よく父ちゃんの膝の上で遊んでたっけ。
You guys seen that glitch at the bottom of the screen?
Yep.
Cool, not just me.
そして受け継がれた技をまとめたのがこのラクーナの現象。
Just the little green line that's flashing in and out.
その洗練を極めた忍びの技。
No, I'm not seeing it then again. That's because I'm not mostly paying attention.
貴族たる者、名誉にかけて狙うは悪党のみ。善人からは奪わない。ところが、俺様が秘伝書を受け継ぐことになった夜、突然5人のギャングがやってきた。奴らは俺を守ろうとした父ちゃんを、そしてとうとう見つけ出してしまったんだ。大切なラクーナの秘伝書を。奴らは俺様の全てを奪いやがった。きっと中に書かれた技を使って悪いことをしでかすに違いねえ。そして俺様は一人ぼっち町の孤児院に入った。だがここで素晴らしい仲間に出会ったんだ。天才発明家、頼れる相棒ベントレー、そしてマーレ。食いしん坊でちょっとドジだがまあ憎めない弟分さ。
How did you know the things that you went there for?
そして秘伝書を取り返す。クーパーの名前に恥じない義族になれるか、それとも失敗してご先祖の顔に
Oh God, Carmelita, what is that
さあ
face?
俺様たちの運命はどっちだ。
Looks like brand new animal.
Brand New Animal's a nice anime. Okay, let's get that one thing we still need. Where is it? Yeah, it was Duel by the Dragon. We already got all the clues. I just need to go get the actual vault now.
Freeze, raccoon!
How can I freeze
Oh,
when my
hi.
heart warms at the very sight
I
of you?
didn't
Shut
realize
up,
it played the
Ringtail.
thing again.
I don't know what you're doing here in China, but I'm sure it can't be good for whoever owns this place.
You must only have eyes for me if you're too blind to see what's going on around here.
All I see is a pathetic thief who's escaped justice for far too long.
I'm proud to be a thief, especially when I'm stealing from a vicious extortionist like the Panda King. Open your eyes, detective. These quaint temples are a front for an illegal explosives factory.
Don't try to confuse the issue. You criminals are all the same, and none of you can escape justice.
How long has that been there? Oh well, mine. Oh boy.
You still have to collect any.
Nope, I got all the clues the first time around. That's why Bentley Wynn said I couldn't open the vault, because it was in a weird Russian owl dialect.
Yeah, because when I look at Clockwork, I see fucking Russian.
Well, it was like they said he was in Russia, you know. Oh, that's
When in Russia, turn into Cyborg Owl.
Dylan's gone silent.
I have.
This done.
Alright, so I know that there's hamburgers in this universe, so this implies that
Fucking
they
shit.
eat cow.
Don't worry about it. They're not sentient cows. Well,
There are a lot of problems with this
Just don't
universe.
worry about it. It's fine.
We'll talk about it when we get to slide 3.
Missiles burst in my brain
Slide 2
while
actually, I
figuring
mean.
this out.
will we though?
The code had better be 231.
2, 3, 1. The final power, which is time stop, I believe.
Amazing! Colonel Reed Cooper's time
So
stopper
well, though?
technique. Press the triangle button and execute a flashbang that will stun all guards in the world for a few seconds. I can see how this might be useful and entertaining too.
And we're done. Just gonna automatically leave the level.
At long last, the Thievious Racconus restored to its original state. The first time I held the whole thing under my arm since I was 8 years old. The same weight that all my ancestors had felt beneath their arms as they had passed it on. Although, while other family members may have been great thieves, they all inherited the book. I got a chance to earn it. I had taken down the Fiendish Five, having used the moves my ancestors taught me, and become a master thief along the way. The time had come for me to chronicle my own adventures into the Great Book.
Oh, yeah, he's passing.
It's not gonna make it. Oh, it is. God. Credits twice in one go.
Sorry, my sister just came into my room.
I gotta watch the credits twice in one go. In like 10 within the same 10 minutes. So yeah, that's the meat of the game.
Very interesting game.
Honestly,
I am
it's the
happy
next one.
that
It really gets.
I am happy that this got to be made into a whole series and it got a very decent conclusion.
Yeah.
And they fucked it up.
No, they let another group do it. I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast, and then we will jump to the next one.
All right.
You've done it, Sly! The Thievious Racconus is complete! Now, try beating all the Master Thief sprints to unlock the designer's commentary. Once you've unlocked them all, I've got a special behind-the-scenes movie to show you.
Okay, I'm back. Dylan back?
Nope.
Okay.
The game just said, hey, Sly, beat the time trials so that you can unlock developer commentary.
Nah. Not gonna waste time on that. How do I quit? It just occurred to me I don't know how to quit.
Well, if you don't know how to quit, then I guess it's time for an intervention.
Okay, I guess I'll just reset the game then. They really should have a thing that just... I'm surprised that they didn't program a thing that just lets you go back to game menu.
I do find